Hey y'all, welcome to my channel or welcome back. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber here on the channel, you already know what's up. We're here for a reading. I hope I'm not talking too low, but I'm actually babysitting right now and the kids just went down for bed not too long ago. One of them is still, up doing their thing, but we're gonna let them do their thing, but I don't want to disturb them anymore than I have to. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop right into the reading. I don't really know what it's gonna be about today, but I wanted to do something, I don't want to say different, because this is how I started doing readings even for myself before I started my channel. But I wanted to do, I don't know if it's called a Celtic cross or a Celtic cross. I always pronounced it as a Celtic cross, but I've heard of it being said as a Celtic cross. So whatever the case is, I'm going to start out using my Work Your Light Oracle deck to do, I'm going to say a Celtic cross reading. And then we're going to clarify with my Modern Witch Tarot deck, which I have both decks already shuffled. So we're just going to hop right into it. So we're going to start out with the present energy for you at this time. What is your present energy looking like? All right, present energy, we have the boundaries card. So it looks like you could be distancing yourself away from others, or, you could be feeling like there's a sense of more strength in the boundaries that you have been setting for others. And then for some of you who may resonate with this, you need to establish boundaries. So take it as it resonates. But the card says, what do you need to establish? Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So for some of you, this is a call to action for determining who and in what areas of your life do you need to establish more boundaries where, maybe some lines have been crossed or whatever the case is here. But for some of you, you've definitely created these boundaries, which is set like a barrier between yourself and others. Like I said, you could have distanced yourself from others, pulling back your energy even here. So that's your present energy here. Some of you, you could be around people who you've been around before or spent a lot of time with in the past or whatever the case is here. And you can feel like this sense of distance with them, or you can feel like this sense, like this lack of connection even as well. So take it as it resonates. But that's the present energy here. What is your soul calling? What is your soul calling? We have, you are already doing it. So so there's confirmation there that you've already set some kind of boundaries. For some of you, it's not necessarily on purpose, but it's like you're not trying to force yourself to connect with others in a certain way. Or maybe you just feel like, for some of you, this could be something that has been a long time coming even, but it's like a path that you're already on, and you're already somewhere in the path where I feel like it doesn't really affect you as much, or maybe you're becoming more aware of it as well. But you've been on this path, you've been feeling disconnected in a way from these people, or setting boundaries, or whatever the case is here, for whatever reason. But it says stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So you're doing the right thing. You're right where you need to be right now, if you don't already know that. But for some of you, that's a reminder for you not to keep overthinking, especially when it comes to how others or these certain people make you feel, how they treat you, the kind of energy they bring around, or how you feel when you know you're going to be around these people. Maybe some distance is being created for a reason here. So trust the path that you're on. And as far as also with this being your soul calling, I'm kind of getting it's like, this is something that was meant to be done, or that, excuse me, I can't even remember what I was about to say, but you know that this is something that what's meant to be done, and I feel like your soul is calling you to continue the course or stay the course. What's rising at this time? What's rising for you? Okay, those cards are like sticking, so I'm just pull from the top. What's rising for you? It says dance with life. So you're getting into flow, you're getting into alignment. So for some of you, it's like, you know that not everybody can go where you're going. You can't take everybody with you, or not everybody is your friend. Even if, you know, people who pretend to be, or they keep you around for, you know, whatever reasons, whether it's superficial or whatever the case is here, not everybody is meant to be around you. And it's like you're learning to dance with life, learning to get into flow, learning to not try not to control everything or let things get to you so much. So like, it's like you're getting in flow and you're just, you know, taking life as it comes, I feel, as well. And then learning to dance with it, to co-create as well. But it says do something to change your energy. So that's what's rising up here. So for some of you, it's like if you're feeling like the sense of distance from others, or, you know, you're having to pull your energy back or pull away, you know, for whatever reason, you can't fake the funk even here. I feel like you're even opening up space for new to come in. So this could be new people where you do feel more connected. Maybe you're, you know, you're distancing yourself from people because you just don't, you know, there's this lack of connection, this sense of connection, or maybe, you know, you just don't resonate anymore on certain terms, and that's okay. What's falling away here? We have Lemuria. It says creating heaven on earth is happening. So for what's falling away, I feel like you're no longer trying to, you know, like I said, be in control of how things go and how you appear to others, or, you know, whatever the case is here. You're definitely just getting more in flow with life, and instead of, you know, trying to create this perfect place with, you know, even where you are, which, you know, that's important too in a way, but it's like when it comes to other people and other energies, you cannot control them. You can't control how they make you feel or how they treat you, or, you know, whatever the case is here. But I feel like you're allowing yourself to really co-create with the divine at this time, instead of trying to stay in control as if you have all the power even here. So recognizing even your own boundaries when it comes to what you have control over. What are your soul gifts? We have the inner temple. So it's like you're finding peace from within. You're learning to find that peace from within, or even to spend time with self and getting more comfortable with spending time with self, not necessarily wanting to be surrounded by a lot of people all the time, or, you know, certain energies. It's like you're coming home to yourself in a way. It says devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So it's like you're really not fighting it anymore. You're learning how to find peace within yourself, even, you know, whether these people are around or not even. You're learning to get back to yourself. You're learning to draw back your energy. I feel like I dropped a card. I didn't. Yeah. What's been manifested? I hope this reading is not going too fast, but I also hope it's not going too slow. So maybe it's just right for whoever it's meant for. I can't control that. You can't please everybody. Everybody's not going to connect on the same level all the time at every moment. That's something that I feel like even I'm coming to conclusion with as well. Things that I've been learning as well here. What's been manifested? I just got peace again. Like even when that card flipped over, it's like you're finding your peace. You're getting, you know, falling into alignment. You're not stressing about the little things anymore. For some of you, it's like you got enough on your plate as is. You have enough on your plate. You have enough going on as is. You can't spend time or energy worrying about things that are out of your control or, you know, not that important. What's been manifested? I feel like I need to pop one of my fingers. And it's like radiating in my shoulder. That's really odd, a feeling. Okay. What's been manifested? All right, it's this one. We have the initiation. That's what's being manifested. So you're literally stepping out into a new world, into a new way to into a new way of being. Some of y'all, this could be a new weight. Like maybe you're losing weight, I don't know, or you're dropping weight in your life, as in like these burdens, these, you know, low vibrational energies. It's like you're releasing the weight off of your shoulders and even releasing it to the divine. For some of you, you're learning to let go even and not hold on so tightly. Learning when to let go and when to move on and moving forward. So this is a new beginning for you here. But it says rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So this is something that has been destined. So I feel like you're even getting to know that, you know, sometimes there are certain people or certain situations that come in your life and it's for a season. You have to learn to have to let go of those so you can step into this new season. So this will be manifested for you right now. A new season, a new way of being, a new way of how you see the world, how you view the world, and how you experience it as well. So it's like you're changing. What's the word? I wouldn't even get like just changing. What's the word when like kind of like a chameleon? I was kind of getting like even adapting to a new way of being. It's like you're still you, but like a different version of yourself, if that makes sense. I don't know how to put it. What's the next steps here? Ooh, next steps, we have the priestess. So it's like you're stepping into a role of leadership or something here, or you're stepping up. This could be like boss energy as well. You could just be stepping into a new way of being. For some of you, this is standing up for yourself. Maybe that's something that you haven't been doing before, or, you know, you let a lot of things slide or slip or whatever the case. You let others throw their weight on you, but it's like now you're stepping into a new way of being where you're no longer allowing or putting up with the same kind of things anymore. You're letting those energies go. For sure, that's not for everybody, but take these readings as it resonates. This is a collective reading, so I could be picking up all kinds of different energies here. The whole message can resonate with one person, and then with another person, parts of the message can resonate. So take what's yours and leave the rest. I haven't really had to have that conversation necessarily with people here, but I still feel that need to still say it here for anybody who does, you know, if that does come up for you, okay? But it says, how are you being called to step up and lead? So your next steps is to step into whatever this leadership role. For some of you, this doesn't necessarily have to be like something particular, like an actual leadership position or whatever the case is here. This can be where, you know, you're being called to cut ties or break free from people or certain situations where, you know, if it's left up to them, they'll keep things as they are or whatever the case is here. You know, but for some of you, it's like, you know, that you have to let go of something or let go of these people. You have to be the change that you seek. So that's your next steps here. You've been called to make, for some of y'all, this could be like an executive decision. Yeah. Past life influence. Past life influence, we have share your voice. It says, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. So, with this being a past life influence, we have share your voice. For some of you, your past life influence is the fact that you didn't share your voice. You didn't speak up for yourself. You didn't stand up for yourself in some kind of way. And so now when you come around certain energies or whatever the case is here, it's like you still have this ill feeling inside of you, or something still bothers you about, you know, certain energies when you're around them, because, you know, maybe they, you know, you could have felt like they taken your power from you, or they made you feel some type of way. And, you know, like some people, you know that saying where they'll throw, what's the saying? Basically like somebody will throw something and hide their hand as if they didn't do it. So people literally doing things in front of your face, or, you know, saying slick things, or, you know, whatever the case is here. And it's like you let them have that, but it's like in a way it still bothers you. When you can come around these energies, you know, you feel it rises up again. So for some of you, it's like you've been motivated by your past self, your old self. So maybe in this leadership role, now you're speaking up more for yourself. You're no longer letting things just pass by, or even, you know, maybe in some cases, it's like it's not even necessary to argue with people, or it's not necessary to, you know, let them have it. But you don't have to keep being around these energies even, so you can break free from them. You don't have to come around these energies. You don't have to interact with them. You don't have to, you know, do any of the things, especially when you know you don't feel comfortable, you know, when you're around them, even in your skin or whatever the case is here. Especially like for those who pass a lot of judgment. And a lot of people who are passing judgment, a lot of times they have something going on within themselves, and they rather put the energy or that negative energy onto somebody else to, you know, uplift themselves, make themselves feel better in some kind of way. For some people, this can be through humor, whatever the case is here. So you don't have to take on that energy. So I feel like you're definitely releasing these things. People are not even able to get in contact with you, or you're not as freely accessible as you used to be as well to some people. Need to know. What do you need to know? This whole thing, film, just take from the top. Need to know. We have the Tower. So it says what, well, I get the Tower from this, but it says the crumbling, but it gives me Tower energy from like regular tarot cards. But it says, what are you clinging on to? So for some of you, it's like what you need to know is you're going to have to let this go, whether it's a person, a situation, wherever the case. You have to let these people go, or this person go, in order to step into this new way of being. It's like they're keeping you in a dark place. They're keeping you in a space where you're not happy, or where you're uncomfortable, or where you can't fully be yourself, because sometimes out of fear of being judged, or out of fear of being, you know, however they make you feel, the kind of energy that they bring. I feel like certain energies, you just got to let them go and leave them behind in order to move forward into a more happier, positive space, even finding your inner peace, letting that energy go. You have to make that executive decision to cut this energy off for sure, in order to step into your light, literally. Some of you, it's like you're not shining as much as you're supposed to, or as you want to, out of fear of being, you know, judged or whatever. You have to get past this energy here for sure. Hopes and fears. What are the hopes and fears here? All right, hopes and fears. We have Akasha. I hope y'all can see these cards, because I have it on cinematic mode, and I know it doesn't automatically focus sometimes, but I hope y'all can hear me too if I'm not talking too low. So for hopes and fears, we have Akasha. It says your guidance is divinely guided. So I feel here that with this being a hope and a fear, it's like you're learning to trust the divine, trust in your path, trust where you're being led. For some of you, you could be afraid of letting go. The energy you have could be afraid of, you could be afraid of letting go because you don't know what's to come, or you feel like if you, you know, you might cut off by cutting off this energy, you could be cutting off your own hand, or cutting off a potential opportunity, or cutting off, you know, for some of you, it could literally be like fear of missing out. So FOMO, I don't know if that's a term that you use. I don't really use it like that, but I heard somebody saying it the other day and I knew what it meant. I've always known what it meant, but I don't use that term. But there could be something that you relate to. You could just have this fear of missing out in some kind of way, or, you know, whatever the case, you could be holding on to something out of, you know, for reasons, you know, that haven't even presented themselves in all this time that these people or the situation has been around. And if anything, what good is it really to receive certain things or to experience certain things when it doesn't come with the loving, positive energy, where it's just negativity, especially if, you know, these are people who, you know, you show up as your best self, you're as nice as possible as you can be to others, you treat others how you want to be treated, but they still, you know, put this negative energy onto you, or, you know, throw you under the bus, or whatever the case is here, or even try to make you out to be something or somebody that you're not. These energies don't do you any good, so it's hurting you more usually holding on to these energies than actually letting them go. You're really not missing out on nothing. And, you know, anything that's meant for you, you're going to have that regardless whether these people are in your life or not. And I don't want to say regardless, because sometimes these are the situations that could be blocking you from your blessings because of that kind of negativity and hate that's being pushed towards you. You need to be more in the energy of love and light, even if that means spending time with yourself or being by yourself. Or, you know, for some of you, you could be like, you know, you're holding on to these friends, or you're holding on to these particular family members, or whatever the case is here, because you might have fear of being alone. Like I said, fear of missing out. You could be feeling like you're missing out on, you know, whatever, however it resonates. But it seems like you're hurting yourself more staying than leaving, when these energies are just, there's no flow here. I really feel like even like a sense of discomfort just thinking about it. Potential outcome. Break the chain. Oh, the potential outcome says break the chain. So this is giving like a sense of freedom, a sense of just a breath of fresh air. Like you can finally breathe. You can finally see things clearer. You feel, you know, more, just free. You feel more free. It says ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So stepping into a more positive space, a more open and loving space, and where you can really be yourself, and you don't have to hold back, or, you know, to pretend to be something you're not, or pretend to fit in, or, you know, whatever the case is here. But regardless, the potential outcome here is for you to break free from all of that, everything that's holding you back from stepping in your truest, greatest, most loving light, best form here. So, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and clarify with the Modern Witch Tarot deck. So we're going to start out with your present energy. We had the Boundaries card. Clarify present energy. Present energy. Y'all really hope I'm not talking too low, because I hope y'all can hear me. But we have the Page of Wands to clarify. I'm gonna just pick up the card so y'all can see. But we have the Page of Wands clarifying the boundaries. So it's like, with this being your present energy, you're in the energy of new beginnings, literally taking a chance on yourself, even if that means being alone, stepping away from other people, not allowing, you know, complete access to you here all the time, even recognizing, it's like you're even recognizing your own power, even more so. You do better on your own. Some of you are realizing that you do better on your own. You're most creative, you're most happy when you're by yourself or spending time alone and not having to think so much about what other people think or how others view you or whatever it is that you do, or I don't know. And then I feel like even you're recognizing how you attract others to you as well. So even people who you could have people that love you, and then you have people who love to hate you, and yet they all want to be around regardless of who they are or whatever the case is here. But I feel like you're recognizing your own power even in the energies that you attract around you. And I feel like you find yourself, you know, like I said, more at peace, more creative, more loving, and, you know, and more light when you are you know, in a space where it's just you. Maybe you haven't even found your community yet, or the community you're meant to be around yet. Or for some of you, it's like when it comes to community, you're in the wrong community right now. Maybe it was right for you at another season in your life, at another time, but you could be holding on to whatever this community is out of a sense of obligation because of time spent or whatever the case is here. But I feel like you're definitely starting to see that, you know, you're needing to pull away from this energy and even focus more on yourself and your own strengths here. Let's see, clarify the soul calling for you're already doing it. So it's like you're already following the path that you're meant to be on for sure. You're already falling into alignment, following your heart, minding your business. Because both of these cards fell out. I was trying to do one card per to clarify each card, but I'm just going with the flow at this point. And I feel like that's what you're learning to do as well. I think I just saw 2222. I didn't. But it's like you're literally following your heart and minding your own business at this time. Literally, for some of y'all, literally you could be focused on actual business, focusing on your coin. So it's like, I don't have time to worry about, you know, these petty things or these little things or trivial things or whatever the case is here. Some people are just stuck in certain kind of energies, and that's not the energy that you're in here. So it's like you're okay with taking this path, but some of you, the path less traveled or the path alone. And I wouldn't necessarily say alone, because it's like sometimes you could feel lonely, but you're not actually alone because you're taking a divine path here. So it's like finding peace within yourself as well as you connect with the divine and continue to move forward and mind your business. Like, for some of y'all, you know, like I said, this could be literally business that you're minding or tending to, putting your love into, or where you're putting your energy, but also it's like you're minding your business. You're not worried about everybody else or focused on what everybody else has going on or how they feel, what they think, just all the things here. It's like your focus is on you at this time, yourself and your own growth. You could also be in a receiving energy as well here. What's rising? Clarify what's rising here. The dance of life. I just saw one flip over. We got the Queen of Swords. So yes, it's like literally learning to let go. It's like you can still use like logic and, you know, have like logic and discipline with yourself, but it's like you're no longer in the energy of trying to control others or even just trying to control the outcome of something all the time. It's like you're literally going with the flow with life. You can only be you and the best you that you can be, and everybody is not going to receive it the same way. Everybody is not going to, you know, whatever. But I feel like you're just learning how to dance with life. Like, okay, if, you know, we're not meant to be around each other or meant to know each other, or, you know, whatever the case is, that's okay. And if we are, that's okay too. But it's like you're learning to get in flow with the divine and release so much control over the outcome. You can only control your own actions. I just saw like a bright light all of a sudden. So I feel like even this was helping you allow your light to shine brighter as well. Y'all, this reading is getting long. So with what's falling away, we have the Everything is Fine card, which is also like resemblance of the Ten of Swords. So it's like you're no longer pretending everything is okay here. You're no longer, you know, like I said, trying to control things and control the narrative and pretending everything is okay when you're really hurting, or really people are hurting you and you're just putting up with it, or what's the word? I don't want to say compromising. In some instances, you could be compromising because you're compromising your own happiness and your own joy. I feel like you're no longer doing that anymore. It's like, you know, you're realizing your power in a situation and you don't have to deal with, you know, these people or these energies that are being brought about. Literally, we got the Fool coming out to clarify your soul gifts. So finding peace within yourself, taking a chance on you. Taking a chance on your own joy and happiness and inner peace here as well, and not necessarily having to consider everybody else, especially those who don't consider you and your feelings and your way of being here. We got the Hermit clarifying the what's being manifested here. So with the initiation, I feel like you're no longer liking this energy of just kind of withering away and just letting life beat you up and, you know, growing. I don't know. I feel like feeling stuck, feeling trapped, really even hiding yourself away from the rest of the world, or the you who you really are. Like, parts of you may not be seen, but I feel like what's being manifested, you starting to step more into who you truly are, whether even if that means standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself here as well. But it's like you're literally coming out of hiding. You're coming out of like whatever shell or protective shell that you've been in to try to protect yourself from, you know, however it is that you deal with these energies before in the past. I feel like that's something that you're not doing anymore. And you're gonna see a new way of life even by doing that. You're gonna experience things differently. Clarify what's next here, or next steps. Look, what I tell y'all, it's like it said, where you been called to step up and lead. So I'm definitely with this Five of Pentacles. Like, some people you just gonna have to leave out in the cold. Everybody is not meant to go where you're going. Everybody is not meant to experience whatever blessings that are coming in for you. Some people you're just gonna have to leave behind. I know sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow, but for some of y'all, you're starting to learn that, you know, you're learning the truth in it all here, I feel like. And I feel like stay the course here. You have to make that executive decision here. You're gonna have to step up and lead, because I feel like some of these people, they see the light in you, they see the potential you have and what's coming for you in your life and your world. And that's a reason for them to want to keep you around. Like I said, it could be superficial, very superficial reasons. People want to keep you around. They want to be around you, or even because of the kind of energy that you attract, they want to get a piece of that as well. So it's like they don't plan on walking away or moving away or whatever the case is here, but they also don't plan on changing their energy and how they treat you and make you feel, or, you know, the kind of, you know, the negative energy that they spew out. or whatever the case is here. So it's like you're being called to step up and rise above that energy, and it even means leaving some people behind. Everybody is not meant to experience this with you. The blessings that are coming towards you and that are on the way here, and for some of you, you already have people that you've had to let go of, so it's like you're already on the path. But it's like still work to do. There's still people to let go of. There are still situations to leave behind, and I feel like more and more you're learning what that is as you continue to walk and move forward in your path, and the more clearer things are becoming for you. Tell me about this past life influence. You're no longer who you used to be, for sure. We have temperance. So it's like with this past life influence, we haven't, with the, it's clarifying the share your voice card. You're literally getting into a place of where you're finding more balance in your life, and you're no longer letting, for some of you, this could be people who have walked over you or just treated you any kind of way, or whatever the case is here. You're no longer letting people necessarily get away with that. Like I said, it doesn't mean like you have to argue and fight and, you know, fight negative energy with negative energy. It's like you're allowing your light to shine still. You're continuing to be yourself, but you're letting these people go. And sometimes you have to let your actions speak for you. So it doesn't have to necessarily be words. These are your actions speaking for you here. So literally, this is what has pushed this to happen. So I feel like these people, when you let them go, they know that they're the reason. They know, you know, why things didn't work out the way they do. There's no need for explaining it here. For some of y'all, this could be people who you explain over and over, or you giving chance after chance after chance, and they continue to step, you know, on their own feet. Not only on their own feet, but on yours as well. But it's like now you're moving your feet out the way and allow them to just trip over themselves. So letting people deal with their own karma here. So, I mean, it is what it is. Let's see what you need to know. Okay, so for the need to know, wow. We have the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups clarifying what you need to know here with the crumbling. So it's like for some of y'all, you have this clear understanding in some kind of way who this is or who these people are, these situations. And it's like you can't no longer give to these situations. You know which, you know who and what you need to let go of that's stopping you from experiencing the blessings. And for some of y'all, this doesn't always have to be like physical blessings. These are blessings on, you know, how you feel on the inside. Like I said, with that breath of fresh air, that sense of being able to breathe and not worry so much, or feeling tensed up whenever you are around these people, or when you know you're about to be around these people, or even sharing a space with them. Like, it's like you no longer have to feel that anymore because you're going to be letting this energy go. So this is what you need to know. You already know what you need to do and who you need to pull your energy back from, and also where it's okay to offer your energy, where it is okay to offer your love, where it's okay to, you know, pour yourself into here. Tell me more about these hopes and fears. We got the King of Cups. We got a lot of Cups energy in this reading, but with the King of Cups, oh, excuse me, definitely divine energy we get in here, because with it clarifying, it's like you're learning to trust the divine. So even when you could be walking a path alone, or at least it feels alone, you may be lonely, but you're not alone. Somebody need to be reminded of that here. The divine is with you, leading you and guiding you. I just say look to the divine and ask the divine to light the way for you, show you your path, show you the steps forward, moving forward, give you discernment, give you strength to continue forward. Just all the things here. You're definitely learning to trust the divine, and I know it can be a scary path as well, because it's like You don't have all the answers at once, so you don't know everything, you know, all up front. But it's like you literally just have to take it one step at a time. And, you know, it's just a dance that you do with the divine, to trust and get in flow and getting into alignment with who you are and where you're supposed to be and who you are meant to become as well here. So I feel like there's so many positive energies that come with that as well. So it's like learning to move past your fear even here. So yeah. And then potential outcome. Let's clarify the potential outcome. Got the Chariot. There's movement. There is movement. There's balance there as well. Literally breaking free. And I feel like with the Chariot to come out, I feel like it is so that alone is very important, because it gives me, because it could have been a card that came out to clarify it, because we already know what it was talking about. But it could have been a card that came out that showed somebody walking forward or moving forward, and we still would have saw that forward movement. But as you can see on this Chariot card, this person is on a motorcycle. That means you can get from point A to point B much quicker than, you know, moving slowly or taking, you know, steps at a time. So it's like literally as you get practice even with something, as you you know, continue to move on your path, even, you know, taking one step at a time, even if it feel like small steps, eventually you're going to get to a point where you can fully trust and break free, and, you know, you can move forward with more quick movement without that fear, without that restraint of holding yourself back in some kind of way, getting that momentum going even as well. So, and just bringing things into balance. Like I said, I see balance here. So I also see a lot of cups, so a lot of fulfillment here for you as well. So you know what to do, you know who and what you need to leave behind, so what you gonna do next. Okay, so y'all, this was the reading for y'all. I hope that it was helpful for whoever it was meant to be helpful for, whoever is meant to reach at this time, whenever you reach it, because I don't know. But yeah, I enjoyed doing this reading for y'all today. And until next time, bye.